I said I will not say goodbye. I will not say goodbye to those who will not cross over to the 20th Congress unlike the impeachment. Hindi ako magpapaalam sa inyo. Ang sasabihin ko, hanggang sa muli nating pagkikita.
I leave carrying with me the lessons from this chamber, the friendships I have made, and the love I have deepened for this country. It has been the honor of my life to serve you as Senator of the Republic of the Philippines.
Maraming salamat po sa tiwala ninyong lahat. Serving as your senator has been a humbling experience.
It is an honor to serve as this chamber's Senate President Pro Tem for a number of times already.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, honored guests, thank you for the opportunity to address this august chamber for the last time.
To my fellow senators, thank you for your friendship, collaboration, and many meaningful moments we shared in service. I was fortunate to have worked with you all.
Sa aking pagtindig sa bulwagang ito, sa huling pagkakataon, maraming salamat po.
Sobrang nakakagulat na balita. Grabe, Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero nagsalita na. Nagulat si Vice President Sara Duterte, tinanggal na impeachment. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, nag-alisan na ang mga senador, huling araw na nila sa Senate. Sunod-sunod na nag-alisan ang mga senador, kaya hindi na nila may impeach si VP Sara, binalik pa ni Cheese sa Congress. Grabe si Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero, nagsalita na. Nagulat si Vice President Sara Duterte, tinanggal na ang impeachment. Tara panoorin natin.
Mr. President, the chamber is now ready to hear the closing statement from the chair.
Dito lang. Maikli lang naman. Bago makarating si Amiron, tapos na ako eh. Sa atin pong lahat, isang maganda at pinagpalang gabi. Tulad ng sinabi ko, maikli lamang ang aking magiging talumpati dahil halos nasabi naman na ang lahat ng pasasalamat kanina, nabanggit na lahat ng papuri kanina. Lahat ng mga magagandang salita ay ginawad na sa mga miyembrong lilisan at mananatili dito. Naangkin na rin lahat ng panukalang batas na pinasa natin, kaya wala na ako mababanggit. Kaya hayaan nyo na lamang magpasalamat ako sa bawat isa sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay na maikling talumpati upang sa gayon makauwi at makapagpahinga na ang bawat isa, lalo na ang ating staff at ang secretariat dahil nitong nakaraang 2 linggo, hindi may kakaila na bugbog tayo sa trabaho, bugbog tayo sa labas, bugbog pa rin tayo sa mga tigaloob dito. Kaya gusto ko ang mga oras tulad nito kung saan nagbibigay tayo ng mga magagandang talumpati. Kahapon lamang, maanghang na salita, nagpalitan tayo ng maanghang na salita. Pero ngayon, tila wala tayong ginawang mali sa isa't isa. Maging ganun pa man, Senator Coco, pinapatawad na kita. Lahat ng panimulang interpellation ni Senator Coco, naiinis ako, pero pag natapos siya, may punto naman talaga at naging mas matalino ako pagkatapos nun. Malaya na ang staff mo, Senator Coco, na makakauwi ng mas maaga mula bukas. Ang babanggitin ko na lamang yung mga nandito. Senator Nancy, ikaw dapat ang gumamit ng tagline ni Senator Mark Villar dahil ikaw sa totoo lang andito sa Senado, ang tahimik lang. Kaya ka siguro BFF ni Senator Lauren, ikaw lang hindi nagrereklamo tuwing pinapatay niya yung aircon. Kay Senator Bong, mami-miss ko ang lahat ng ating pag-uusap at usapan sa lounge man o sa plenaryo, higit at lalo pa kaugnay ng mga payo mo, kung paano tiyakin na mahal ako at mamahalin ako ng pamilya ko. Maraming salamat. Kay Senator Grace, I think I will miss you the most. Hindi dahil may kailangan ako sa iyo, pero wala nang mangungulit sa akin. I remember nung una kang pumasok sa Senado, payat ka pa nun. Ngayon, mas payat ka na. As Senator JV said earlier, I think your father will be proud of you. I met your dad first before I met you. I met your mom second before I met you. And I think they will both be proud of what you've accomplished and will continue to accomplish beyond your term here in the Senate. Isang bagay na lamang po ang sasabihin ko, lahat ng panukalang batas, resolusyon, committee report na naipasa natin ay dahil sa tulong at pagpahintulot ng bawat isa sa atin. Hindi lamang ng author, ng sponsor, ng may akda, kundi kabilang higit pa ang mga walang pangalan at muka na walang pinangungunahang honorable ang mga pangalan, pero sa totoo lang, mas malaki ang papel na ginampanan nila para maipasa ang mga panukalang batas, resolusyon at committee report na ito. At yan ay ang Senate Secretary at lahat ng empleyado ng Senado. Bigyan po natin sila ng pagkilala. Nitong nagdaang mga linggo, naging masalimuot ang ating pinagdaan ng daan at naniniwala ako na sa mga susunod na buwan at linggo, hindi magbabago yan at magpapatuloy pa rin yan. Subalit, ang paniniwala ko ay ito, hindi tayo dapat tinitingnan depende sa kung sino ang binoto natin noong nagdaang eleksyon. That does not in any way define us and that should not define us in any way. Bawat isang miyembro, buo ang aking tiwala na nasa isip at nasa puso niya ang mataas na interes ng ating bansa at maganda at maayos na kapakanan para sa ating mga kababayan. Kailanman, hindi ko pinagdudahan yon. At sana, kapag tinitingnan natin ang bawat isa sa bulwagang ito, kapag pinapakinggan natin ang bawat isa sa mga salitang sinasambit sa bulwagang ito, kailanman, wag nating isiping may iba siyang iniisip o motibo dahil bawat isa sa atin ay pantay at parehas lamang dito sa bulwagang ito, matagal man o bago. Bilang panghuling salita, malaking oras ang hiniling na ng bansa at ng bayan at ng ating mga kababayan mula sa mga miyembro ng Senadong ito sa nagdaang 3 taon, sa nagdaang 6 na taon, sa nagdaang 12 taon para sa iba o higit pa. Maraming salamat sa inyong serbisyo. Thank you for your service. When I bid goodbye and bid farewell to the Senate in 2019 when I ran for governor, I said I will not say goodbye. I will not say goodbye to those who will not cross over to the 20th Congress unlike the impeachment. Instead, I will say, I will see you again. Hindi ako magpapaalam sa inyo. Ang sasabihin ko, hanggang sa muli nating pagkikita.
Mr. President, I move that we recognize the honoree, our minority leader, ang kokote ng Senado, Senator Aquilino Coco Pimentel III.
Our distinguished minority floor leader, Senator Coco Pimentel,
Thank you.
is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, our Senate staff, our Senate Secretariat, our guests, my Commander-in-Chief is also here, our dear countrymen. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. I am about to deliver my valedictory speech. This is one perk of being a senator which I would relish the most. My father was the valedictorian of all his classes throughout his academic life, from elementary, high school, college, and even up to College of Law. I was never a valedictorian, but I still get to deliver a valedictory speech. Swerte ko naman. Sabi ng ating konstitusyon, sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. I have been blessed by God and the Filipino people with the opportunity to hold a high government position. These 13 plus years I have spent as a senator in the service of the Filipino people have been the most fulfilling years of my life. This is an opportunity and an experience not given to many. I am very grateful to the universe for this. Who would have predicted or who would have thought that this would happen to an introvert person like me? My Senate journey began not in the usual way, but through an extraordinary and unique experience. that tested our resolve and faith in the democratic process. But I am grateful that what began as an electoral protest has since grown into a relationship marked by mutual respect, collaboration, and even friendship. A reminder, kumpare pa. So a reminder that in the end, we are all here to serve the Filipino people. So let me go back to the decision which allowed me to be part of this chamber, Mr. President. Siguro nalimutan na nila, pero hindi ko po nalilimutan. Yung mga senador who voted to allow me to sit in the Senate in my protest way back in August 11, 2011. Pia Cayetano. So, hindi ko nalilimutan yun, Pia. So thank you very much. Bong, baka nalimutan mo na, but you were part of it. Thank you very much, Bong. And of course, returning Senator Kiko Pangilinan and former Senator Greg Onasan and Sonny Trillanes, and also Lito Lapid was a member of the set. And I just want to make it of record, Mr. President, the justices from the Supreme Court who made possible my stint as a senator, then Senior Associate Justice, the chairman of the set, Antonio Carpio, Associate Justice Teresita Leonardo de Castro, and Associate Justice Arturo Brion. So this chapter in my life, while unconventional, set the tone for the kind of public service I aspired to offer. One rooted in truth and justice, constitutionalism, rule of law, and the unwavering dedication to serve the people's interest. Napansin nga ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, because this is our last day, so I'm about to end my tenure as a senator. Sabi niya, ang bookends ng political life mo, andito si Comelec sa umpisa, andito pa rin si Comelec sa dulo. So, because if you remember, my dear colleagues, last December 11, 2024, you were already congratulating me. Oh, but that was 6 months ago. So 6 months later, hindi pa rin tapos ang issue na yon. So I hope nagdilang anghel kayo nung 6 months ago, Mr. President. In 2016, this chamber entrusted me with the honor of being Senate President, a role previously held by my father, Senate President Nene Pimentel. Can I reveal, Ma'am Lauren, can I reveal that ikaw may kasalanan nito? Yes, opo. Wala po akong ambisyon. Ako po'y tinawagan ni Senator Lauren at sinabihan na, mag-ambisyon ka maging Senate President.
Kingmaker ka pala, Lauren.
Okay, so for 22 months, I endeavored to uphold my vision of a Philippine society which is just and fair, which saves and shares, scientific, peaceful, educated, healthy, democratic, and which is most of all happy and free with overflowing love of God and country. So passing a law is a collective effort. So together, all of us, during my time as Senate President, we started or passed landmark measures. Free tuition, free irrigation, the wage increases for public servants, the doubling of the base pay of military and uniform personnel, free public Wi-Fi, and extended the validity of passports and driver's licenses, care of Senator Grace po, the Bangsamoro Organic Act, MIGS sa'yo to, this is the effort of MIGS Subiri, the universal access to quality tertiary education, the train law, especially that aspect which lowered personal income tax rates, the Ease of Doing Business, Mental Health Act, to name a few. I would also like to thank all of you for helping me pass and/or for designating me to be the sponsor or co-sponsor of many other laws involving creation of courts, the NBI Modernization Act, the Estate Tax Amnesty Law, the Retail Trade Liberalization Amendments, the creation of the Department of Migrant Workers, sa'yo to, Joel, the Creative Industries Development Act and the Centenarians Act, both laws with the help of IME, the Government Procurement Reform Act, the Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act with the help of TOL, among others. One of the great privileges of serving in this chamber has been meeting and learning from some of the finest minds in our country's political and legislative history. I am grateful to have learned from their wisdom and, of course, from your wisdom, my dear colleagues, and your wit and your statesmanship. My time as minority leader has been most fulfilling too. I have learned a lot having been forced to read almost all of your bills. Totoo. Pero hindi kaya. Kaya I said almost all. So I thank my compatriot in the minority of two, Senador Risa Ontiveros, for electing me as the minority leader. Ganun kasimple yung aming eleksyon, actually, Mr. President. So, iwan ko na lang po sa inyo bilang pakiusap ko ang mga panukalang batas na na-file ko na sumasalamin sa aking mga personal na advokasya, kabilang dito ang pagtatag ng ospital para sa mga senior citizens. Saan si Senator Bongo? Sana pansinin naman niya ito. Ang modernisasyon ng Philippine Orthopedic Hospital. Ito, pag-isipan niyo po ito na mabuti, ang pagbuwag ng travel tax. Because, I mean, nasa Constitution kasi that we have the right to travel, so we do not tax a right. At ang integrasyon ng computer programming sa basic education curriculum. Sinusulong ko rin ang reforma sa People's Initiative and Referendum Act. Pakitingin na lang po. And also, I filed some measures designed to discourage negligence and recklessness, yung tinatawag na mga quasi-offenses sa dami ng mga aksidente ng mga bus, mga heavy vehicles leading to injuries as well as loss of lives. Pag-aralan po natin ito. Marami akong lessons learned. For example, saan ako nagkamali, paano nyo kami nautakan? Gano'n? Oh. Yes, paano nautakan ng majority ay minority? Tapos, actually, may pagkakamali kami na present kaming dalawa. Kung absent yung isa, meron sana kaming parliamentary maneuver na nagawa. Pero hindi ko na muna i-detalye, ikwento lahat ito. Kasi ang bala ko isulat ito sa isang libro para naman merong pang bumili ng libro ko. Okay? So I owe this journey to many. Hindi ko po ito narating ng mag-isa. So to my colleagues, all of you. So if I look around, I think I've spent enough time in this chamber and I've been siguro so involved in your professional lives that I think I have personal relationships with all of you. Actually, with all of you. Ito, si Bato, si Bongo, si Robin. May kaso pa nga kami. We are fighting over a political party. And because of that, I have been forced to look for another political party. So party mates ko na, Tita Cynthia, Amy Marcos, Mark Villar, Pia Cayetano. So I really have, I believe I have personal relationships with all of you. So I want to thank all of you. The Senate is not a place for echo chambers, but for courageous discourse. In diversity, we find democracy's heartbeat. Salamat for debating with me. I learned a lot from using my kokote. And I believe this is also an anti-Alzheimer's measure. Diba? So, maraming salamat po muli sa inyo lahat. Pero siguro, kung meron man nasaktan sa 13 years ko rito sa Senado, kasi siyempre na-involved din tayo sa some highly political issues eh. Kung meron pong nasaktan sa aking mga kilos, nasabi, actions, or na-file, I beg for your understanding. And I pray that with the passage of time, you will find it in your heart to forgive me. So ganun lang po. If ever. Okay, so I'm assuming meron kasi lahat tayo dito sensitive eh. Karamihan sa atin rito sensitive. So basta ulitin ko to my dear colleagues, I really thank you. No, you have been all very kind to me. You have been all very good to me, and you have been all ko na lang para hindi na natin isipin. You have been all very generous to me. Okay. To the Senate Secretariat and staff, the OSAA, even our cleaning staff, thank you for keeping this institution alive day in and day out. Your work, often unseen, ensures that the Senate remains a bastion of democracy. Lahat po tayo may ambag to making the Senate a bastion of democracy. So to my own staff, sana staff ko, may andito konti, okay. Thank you for making me more efficient by multiplying the number of my mini-me's. Ayan. Ayan sila. So, I hope meron po kayo I hope meron kayong natutunan sa time ninyo sa akin, and congratulations to all of my staff who have been hired by incoming senators. So to my family, Kat is here. Kat, my wife, she's the commander-in-chief I mentioned earlier. My mother, si Nanay Bing, of course my siblings, and my classmates and my close friends. Your faith in me has been my anchor. Public service demands long hours and personal sacrifice. Thank you for your prayers, understanding, and actual support. To the people of the Philippines, you entrusted me not only with votes, but with your hopes. I hope my service has honored that trust. Though I leave this chamber, I remain your public servant in my capacity as a lawyer and as a concerned and involved citizen, advocating for federalism and faster local development, for a just and fair society, and for preferential focus on the poor. I also leave you with one wish. May the laws you pass rescue the poor and helpless and deliver them from the grasp of evil people, as it is written in Psalm 82:4. I leave carrying with me the lessons from this chamber, the friendships I have made, and the love I have deepened for this country. Public office is borrowed time, and my time here, though ending, will always remain a chapter I will cherish. It has been the honor of my life to serve you as Senator of the Republic of the Philippines. Maraming salamat po sa sambayan ng Pilipinas.
Thank you, Senator Pimentel. Duly noted and entered into the record. Session is suspended.
May we hear from Senator Cynthia Villar if there is any response?
Oh, talaga. Mr. Senate President, esteemed colleagues, dear friends, and fellow Filipinos, 12 years ago, I entered the halls of the Senate with a clear intention to serve with integrity and use the knowledge I had to make a difference, especially to uplift the lives of those who need it most. Ang nais ko pong magamit ang aking karanasan upang mapataas ang kalidad ng buhay ng ating mga kababayan, lalo na ang ating mga magsasaka na siyang nagpapakain sa atin, ngunit madalas ay nananatiling kulang sa tulong at oportunidad. I'm honored to have been entrusted with the duties of Chairperson of the Senate Committee on Agriculture and Food and Agrarian Reform, and later of the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change, roles that allowed me to work on areas where policies could create real and lasting impact for the Filipino people. Throughout my term, I had the privilege of working with 5 Senate presidents, namely Senators Drilon, Pimentel, Tito Soto, Mig Subiri, and Chis Escudero. Thank you for your leadership and guidance. To my fellow senators, thank you for your friendship, collaboration, and many meaningful moments we shared in service. I was fortunate to have worked with you all. Salamat sa aking mga kasamahan, sa mga kawani ng Senado, pati na rin ang iba't ibang sangay ng gobyerno na nakatrabaho at nakasalamuhan natin, at higit sa lahat, sa ating mga kababayan, sa kanilang tiwala at patuloy na inspiration. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Mahal ka namin.
Session suspended.
Majority Leader?
Yes, Mr. President, to give her response, I move that we recognize the amazing grace of the Senate. Senator Grace po.
Senator Grace Poe is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, fellow public servants, and every Filipino I've had the privilege to serve, I rise with a full heart, a grateful spirit, and let's be honest, a bit of disbelief that 12 years have gone by so quickly. Maraming salamat po sa tiwala ninyong lahat. Serving as your senator has been a humbling experience. Uwi na ako para sa pinakamahal kong papel, ang maging ina at asawa. Maaring bumagsak na ang tabing sa yugtong ito, ngunit ang kwento ko ay patuloy na isinusulat para sa mga pangako ko sa aking ama, kay FPJ, kay Susan, at sa milyong-milyong Pilipinong nagtiwala at naniwala sa akin. Bukas pa rin ang ating pahina. Baka naman may plot twist. Abangan ng susunod na kabanata, sabi nga ni FPJ, hindi pa tapos ang laban.
Majority Leader?
Mr. President, I move that we recognize ang Senador Pogi ng ating Senado, Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr.
My good friend, Senator Bong Revilla is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Mga kababayan, mga kasama kong lingkod bayan, mga kapwa ko senador, isang taus-pusong pagbati sa inyong lahat. Mahirap sundan si Senator Grace at si Senator Cynthia. Sa aking pagtindig sa bulwagang ito, sa huling pagkakataon para sa ika-19 ng Kongreso, hindi ko po mapigilang sariwain ang mga nakalipas na taon. I stand here today not only with pride worn on my sleeve for the triumphs that we have all collectively achieved, but also with a sense of heaviness. Maraming salamat po, at lagi niyong tatandaan, nandito lang si Bong Revilla. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, I move that we recognize the honoree, ang brown beauty ng Senado, my cousin, hindi ko po siya pinsan, kasing itim. Senator Lourdes Nancy Binay.
Senator Nancy Binay is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, honored guests, thank you for the opportunity to address this august chamber for the last time. To my staff, who have kept me company on this journey like a family. We have gone through the ups and downs and sideward lurches of work amid ever-changing times. I am glad that I have been able to call upon you. I am confident that from here on, you will continue to make a difference wherever you choose to serve. My actual family have served as my compass and shield in the 12 years I have served here and beyond. All the best of me is because of them. To my ex-boyfriend and to my children, thank you for sharing me with our people and understanding that I cannot be a full-time mom because of my other responsibilities. To my father, former Vice President Jejomar Binay, and my mother, Dr. Elenita Binay, from you, I have learned much of what now guides me in service. Esteemed colleagues, I will leave it up to history to judge whether my work was deserving of my position as a senator. I came here with good intentions, armed with a notion of how to apply the teachings of my father, a lifelong public servant, the principles of honor, excellence, and service of our shared alma mater, the University of the Philippines, as well as the principles of ora et labora, instilled by the St. Scholasticus College in my formative years. I would like to believe that I tried. I have advocated various measures that are close to my heart and poured time and energy towards the many causes that our institution has taken up to serve the people. I am thankful to have been at the forefront of history, even as I mourn some of the changes that we have witnessed as a nation. I leave these halls not with a heart that is heavy from regrets, but a heart made full by many kindnesses that I have encountered. Hindi ako nawawalan ng pag-asa nang ang Senado ay mananatiling haligi ng kalayaan na masasandigan ng taong bayan. Salamat sa pagiging bahagi ng yugtong ito ng buhay ko at sana magkakaroon pa din tayo ng pagkakataon na magtulungan para naman sa lungsod na pamumunuan ko. Kaya abangan niyo po ang mga folders na ipapadala ko sa office niyo. Muli po, maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Binay. Noted, entered into the record. Senator Kuya Jinggoy Estrada is recognized.
Thank you,
You may
Mr.
proceed, sir.
Thank you to my beloved younger brother, the good one. I am truly honored and at the same time deeply humbled by the gesture of the Senate leadership, in particular Senate President Escudero, who authored proposed Senate Resolution number 1372 commending this representation. Nagpapasalamat ako hindi lang sa mayorya, kundi pati na rin sa minorya sa pagkakataon manilbihan bilang inyong Senate President Pro Temp para sa third regular session ng 19th Congress. It is an honor to serve as this chamber's Senate President Pro Tem for a number of times already, the 14th, 15th, and presently in the 19th Congress. To be recognized by my fellow legislators, whom I hold in highest regard, is something that I will always treasure. Iba-iba man ang ating pinanggaliang partido at paninindigan sa mga issue, pinatutunayan ng Senadong ito na tayo ay nagkakaisa para sa layunin na mayangat ang antas ng pamumuhay ng ating mga kababayan. And lastly, I share this commendation to all those who stood by me for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout this journey. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo.
Wala akong kopya ng mabasahin. Session is suspended.
Ngayon, ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.